All right, so Joe Rogan said the N-word a few times. Better yet, someone has taken all the times that he has publicly said the N-word on his podcast or during a stand-up show, and has just made a compilation of all those times and put it in a very short video. And that's all you get. You just get him saying the N-word once, twice, 3 times, 20 times. How do I feel about that? Generally speaking, I don't care. I really don't. Am I supposed to be surprised that a non-black person at some point or multiple points in their life has said the N-word? No. And I'll tell you why. But before I do that, let me frame it this way. What if 10 to 15 years ago, I placed a secret recording device in your home, and then today, I decided that I would edit a video in which I took every single nasty thing that you have ever said, and I mean nasty by today's standards of morality, and edited them together to make just a simple 1-minute video. Every nasty thing you've ever said. How bad would you look right now? I really want you to think about that. How bad would that make you look? We would all look like steaming piles of shit. Now, I am not excusing the usage of the N-word by Joe Rogan. No, not at all. But what I'm saying is that everyone today has skeletons in their closets of things that they've said that if were publicized, they would be fired from their jobs. They'd be canceled in some way. Their friends might turn, their backs on them, whatever. Because guess what? We're all human. Period. So why I don't care is because I know that I've said things in my life that if you really wanted to uproot them and edit them into a short clip and put it on blast, I would look like a piece of shit. So it's really hard for me to get angry at and judge someone when I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am just as bad, if not worse. You see, the only thing that really separates us from Joe Rogan is that mostly everything he has said is on camera or it's been recorded in some way. We don't have that luxury or that privilege. But if we did, we would look extremely bad. And the other thing that I'll say is that context matters. Now, that might offend some of you. I don't know why, but some people might say, well, there is no context in which it is appropriate for a non-black person to use the N-word. But I'm going to challenge that by telling you that it's not just the context surrounding the word used at that time, but the context of where was society at as a whole when those things were said. Why wasn't he canceled 10 to 15 years ago? Why is he only being canceled now? What does that tell you? It tells you that society was in a much different place where, sure, it might not have been okay for him to use that word, but clearly he wasn't being canceled for it, right? No one batted an eye 10 to 15 years ago. You didn't. Spotify didn't. All these big artists didn't. Why not? So the context of where society was as a collective during the times in which he said that genuinely matters. If you weren't mad 5 or 10 years ago, then you shouldn't be getting mad now just because it's popular to cancel somebody. So yeah, we could go deeper into this, but I think that's where we have to draw the line. A, are you yourself guilty of having said things in your past that would be morally incorrect by today's standards? The answer is yes. Number 2, does context play some role in this? Absolutely. So once you consider those 2 things, there's really nothing more that can be said as far as I'm concerned. Does that make me racist? Does that mean that I hate black people? No. So that's it. That's all I got. Hopefully that wasn't too offensive for you. But more importantly, hopefully you can look inside of yourself and ask yourself these deeper questions. Am I without fault? And then take it from there. All right. Peace.